Hey everybody, it's Angie Whitworth Pace coming to you live from my apartment here in Draper, Utah. I am running the Chicago Marathon this year. Running a marathon, as you know, if you guys know me or you follow my blog, running a marathon for me is not something that's new. I just completed my 119th marathon at the Cowtown Marathon last weekend. So running a marathon for me, I kind of figured out either if I'm running fast or slow, I've kind of figured out how to run a marathon. So that's nothing new for me. But what is new for me is I have decided for the very first time to run for charity. This year has been really difficult for me so far. And I just decided that I wanted to do something for other people. It's sort of like the year of giving this year. So whether it's knitting purple scarves for the Marathons Against Domestic Violence charity, or running for Team Challenge for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. That is a charity that I have decided to run for. And I think I decided to run for charity for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation because it's a disease that not only do I know a few runners, my friends Vince Massa and my friend Joe Cabucci, both have Crohn's disease. And it's something that affects over 500,000 Americans. And if you're not really sure like what it is, especially if you're a runner, I want you to imagine the worst thing that can happen to you as a runner, right? I see all these surveys out that says, oh, what's the worst thing could happen to you on a run? Most of the time, the overwhelming answer is the worst thing that could happen to you on a run is like you poop your pants, right? And just normal runners think that that's like a hard time. But imagine if you have Crohn's disease, if you have something that affects your GI tract and is basically inflammation of your intestinal tract, a symptom of that is just having consistent and unexpected diarrhea. And so it's not like a pretty disease. It's not something that people want to talk about because it talks about, poop, It's not a pretty subject. Also, you have rectal bleeding and a lot of cramping and pain. And this is like on an ongoing basis. So if you think about your like worst day on a run where you feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get to the bathroom, think about those people with Crohn's disease that suffer with this like all the time. And it's not like, like I said, it's not a disease that people like to talk about. And so I felt like it was something that does need to be talked about. There are people out there, really fast runners, and one of my friends is one of those fast runners, and he has to have the colostomy bag attached to him while he runs. I can't even imagine that. I mean, I don't even like to carry a water belt. So to have to carry like a colostomy bag on you while you're running because of the Crohn's disease, that has to be awful. And and the other thing about this disease is that it affects a lot of children too. So, little kids they don't deserve to have something like this. So we really am trying to raise some money to help the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation find a cure for this disease and help send some of these children to Camp Oasis, which is a summer camp for kids with Crohn's disease. So what am I asking? I'm asking from you. I'm asking if you'd please consider donating any amount to my fundraising for Chicago for Team Challenge and the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And I have a couple of little incentives that may help you want to make up your mind because I'm giving out a couple of things. Like I said, no amount is too small. But anybody that gives $20 or more, I have some cool little runner pins for you, little sets that I've put together that I think are really cute. And I have like kind of 3 different races, 3 of the majors, So I have this little Boston set. And it says Wicked Fast Runner, Boston Qualifier. I love Boston. I run Boston basically. And I have a New York set. I have a little vintage subway token. I run New York and run NYC. And then Chicago, since I'm running the Chicago Marathon. Chicago 26.2. I run Chicago, and I get my runner's high on LSD, which, if you're from Chicago, you know that's Lakeshore Drive, right? Anyways, so those are free. I'll send them to you free. $20. Anyone you want. If you want 2 packs, tell me. I'll send you 2 packs. Just donate $20 to my fundraising, and I will post the link in the comments of this video. So I would really appreciate your help. This is a whole new thing for me, and it could really help a lot of people, and it would really make me happy after a very trying year. So far, it's only March. Anyways, thanks for listening, everybody. And like I said, I will post the link to my fundraising page in the comments. And I hope everybody's having a great night, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.